It should be totally scrapped. Okay, that's a demand coming in. Dr. Ranganathan, how would you respond to that? The scheme should be totally scrapped. Various political parties, including the SP, including the Congress party, and it appears that Mr. Tyagi has just given them the right ammunition for the same. Dr. Ranganathan, can you hear me?
Could you repeat that, because I could not hear you completely?
Yeah, you would have heard Mumtaz Patel. She says that the Congress party, as well as, in fact, not just the Congress, but various political parties today have been saying, after Mr. Tyagi's reaction, that this is a scheme that's fit to be completely scrapped. Do you agree with her?
No, I don't. Good evening, Madhav. And let me just qualify whatever I'm going to say. I am a layman. I'm not an expert. Neither am I in the services. And there is one exalted gentleman whom all of us respect, General Bakshi, who's there, and his views might be in disagreement with mine, but I completely respect what his views are going to be, because I've heard him on Agniveer before. I need to make a couple of points out here, Madhav, if I may just take a couple of minutes. Look, two states where Agniveer was supposedly going to decide the fate of BJP, Himachal and Uttarakhand, a referendum of sorts. The BJP has swept the elections. And as I said, I'm not an expert, I'm not in services, so I qualify that already. But here are the facts regarding the Agnipath scheme. Number one, the chiefs of all three wings of our armed forces are supporting it enthusiastically. And across decades, across different governments, I cannot think of a single instance where our chiefs have knowingly taken a decision not in the interest of either the armed forces or the nation. It follows that if they are supporting a recruitment scheme, they would have banged their heads together on this one and ironed out all possible impediments. Number two, and this was emphasized by the late General Rawat as well, the armed forces are not employment scheme. They are not Manrega. In fact, they should be, and they are, one of the toughest places to gain entry. Only the best should be chosen and routinely tested so that they remain the best. It follows that if our military feels there should be multiple rounds of merit-based competition, it should be encouraged and implemented such a policy. Number three, such recruitment schemes are followed by many nations. India is not an exception. China, Russia, France, USA. Number four, the world over, you want the youngest, the fittest, and the best to be trained for all future eventualities as begets their fate, as well as the fate of the nation. The UPSC and the IITs have multi-level selection process, so why shouldn't the armed forces? Number five, as far as the scheme is concerned, you have a merit-based inclusion, after which you are trained for 4 years, at the end of which you accumulate more than 10 lakhs and you get an opportunity to further complete for a position in the defense forces. For those who do not succeed at this second step, they come out of it with a degree, 10 lakhs, and a glowing certificate of having served the country when so young. I can't think of better takes on the CV of a 21-year-old than this, can you? Finally, here are the amendments and additions to the Agniveer scheme after it was launched. After: 1. Upper age limit extended. 2. UGC skill recognition declared. 3. Bank loan priority notified. 4. 10% CAPF vacancies reserved. 5. Open schooling certificate announced. 6. 10% MOD job vacancies reserved. So it is not as though the government didn't listen to suggestions. Sure, if you think Agniveer can be improved, why not? By all means, review it. But don't trash it just because you hate Modi. And finally, as for those who worry, just 10 seconds, that the trained and battle-ready rejected at the end of second round would instead be recruited by underworld and terror organization. I'm sorry, but this is ridiculous. As ridiculous as saying once rejected for the national team for Olympic boxing or shot put, the tens of thousands pugilists and shot putters would be recruited by stone pelters and thugs.
All right, let me bring in Sameer Singh, National Spokesperson of Samajwadi Party. Just coming to you, General Bakshi, after this, because Sameer Singh, you heard Dr. Ranganathan. He appears to say or suggest that the benefits far outweigh whatever is being looked at as far as the negatives of this particular scheme are concerned. And there are top generals, senior officials who have not really objected. Most of them who have served the nation have actually welcomed this scheme.